What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another portfolio update. In this video, I'm going to go through all of the moves that I made. We're going to look at both the crypto and the stock portfolio, and then also analyze anything on my radar for the rest of the week. If you guys could please smash that like button, that would be awesome, and let's get into it. So today we were pretty much as flat as it can get in the main stock portfolio. Here are the equities from largest to smallest positions. Only really movers today. Tesla up 1.6. Tesla just is on a real tear. Palantir down 3% finally. And Riot was up 3.2%. Cash is now down to 1,839 because I transferred 10,000 out of this account in order to move over to the crypto account. Let's see, I don't think there were any moves in this account. There was the 10,000, so that was it for that one. In the little Robinhood account, I did make some moves in this one today, so I closed out so yesterday I put on a $36 cover call on all three of the Leap contracts in order to just bring in some premium, because this one was I was just getting really frustrated with this tenant not paying any rent for a long period of time. And so this was kind of like a, well, screw it type of trade, because I knew it was not really the best time because we're pretty much sitting at all-time lows on Celsius. So that's not really when you want to sell a cover call, but it's just been so weak that I was kind of like, oh, screw it. So this was more of a time capitulation. There's price capitulation where like price just keeps going down, down, down. So finally you're like, okay, I'm selling, I'm out. And then there's time capitulation where something just is range bound for a long, long time. And eventually that time gets the best of you. And I think that's what it was for me. So yesterday I put this on. The only bright spot to that was when I was looking at this chart yesterday, I could see that we were still headed down on this last candle from yesterday. I could tell that we had not yet fully reached support of this level, this 31.55 level right here. So today, now we're at 31.61. So I would expect this to have a little bit of a bounce back tomorrow. So that's why I decided to take this off today. So in this case, it did play out in my favor. So I ended up closing this out for a 35% gain after only one day. Total profit was 135. So it played out in my favor this time, but just to, give, I guess, decent advice, most cases when a stock is this down, it's not the best time to sell a cover call, but I understood the risks there. Crypto portfolio is doing really well today, up 6,474 in the past 24 hours. So this portfolio, just in the past 7 days, if we look at September 17th, this portfolio is sitting at 94,000, and now we're sitting at 136,000. So these altcoins, and keep in mind, this is all in a time where Bitcoin's pretty much just been doing nothing, ranging up, ranging down. And so this is exciting because we're not even really in an altcoin season yet where people start pulling money from Bitcoin because there's limited upside and putting it into altcoins. But if we look at some of these altcoins, they don't really show the full. This is not really a great picture because this is just a 24 hours, but I did pull up some of the weeklies. And if we look at my biggest positions, Ondo Finance is up 30% in the past week. Aerodrome Finance is up 35% in the past week. Render is up 31% in the past week. And Echelon Prime is up 34% in the past week. And lastly, Dog with Hat's up 31% in the past week. So some definitely powerful moves in the past 7 days for crypto. Some of that did come today. If we look at Echelon Prime, it's up 21%. just in the past 24 hours. Dog with hat now back above $2. So what you see is when these assets are so beaten down, when they start to recover just a little bit, money starts flooding back in, especially when they start to break above these levels of resistance. That's when you get traders piling back in as well. So we are also at a very, very critical level with Bitcoin breaking above 200, the 200 moving average, which is right here at 64,000. So the next 24 hours for crypto is going to be very interesting to see if we're able to have a nice clean break above 64. But I mean, it wasn't too long ago where Echelon Prime was sitting in like the $5, and here we are at $11. So this portfolio is looking really good, as I expected. Only, I think it was in my last video, if not 2 videos ago, I predicted that Solana was not going to be the largest position for very much longer. I knew that Render, Aerodrome, and Ondo would very shortly surpass Solana just because of the market caps, with Solana being a major player in the crypto space. It's not going to have as much upside. So all 2 out of the 3 have already surpassed Solana, and then we only have 1,000 left before Ondo passes Solana as well. So really pleased with this portfolio right now. And then so we'll see. Hopefully we've hit a bottom. I think that the August carry trade could have possibly been the bottom, which would make sense because it's often a significant event that's sort of time-stamped in your brain of reaching the bottom are typically very fearful events, and then typically when you hit a top is a very euphoric type of day or event or something that will happen, maybe such as the federal government adding Bitcoin to its asset, its holding, or something like that, something that would seem very, very good. And that is when a lot of retail is going to flood in at that point, because it's going to seem like it's extremely good news, and that's going to be the exit liquidity for all the whales and all the smart money getting out at that point. So the more and more I see these altcoins moving higher, I was looking back and thinking, I wonder if that was the bottom, because that was a very scary day. I actually took a screenshot. I'll show that tomorrow, or my next video, of some of the down moves that day, and it was like 20-30% moves in all of these coins. So it's definitely something to keep in mind. So in the little Robinhood, still have these Celsius calls down 36%. Yeesh. I actually thought about buying another Leap today, but I just want to see what happens tomorrow. And then finally positive on this bad boy, up 5% on the 2x Ethereum ETF. So definitely pleased to be in the green with this position. Not going to sell any calls on this one with as much bullishness as I see in the crypto market right now, but these are my only 2 holdings in this account. A lot of my stocks on my radar from last week weren't doing the best today, but yesterday had some nice days. So Snow, I know Boeing, and Intel have all been up nicely. So if any of you got into those, let me know. And then lastly, just looking at some expiring options for this week. So for this week, we have Microsoft 380 calls, which expire on Friday, so I'm probably going to roll those tomorrow. We also have Enphase 112 calls expiring on Friday. We're still pretty close to being at the money here. Enphase is at 116, so I'll probably ride these out a little further. And that's it for near-term expiring options. If you guys have any questions, drop them down below. Very, very important week in crypto in general, and so I'm definitely excited to see how everything plays out. I'll see you guys in the next video, and as always, take care and God bless.